This is a 1918 Holt 10-ton artillery tractor. It was used in the First World War to haul around heavy artillery equipment around the battlefield.
Alright, to give you a little update, my producer and editor was fussing at me yesterday for not videoing, so I'll give you a little update. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but there's two shafts like this in the transmission. One is for high and drive, and the other one just over here is for low and reverse. And when we were recovering this tractor, we never could get the transmission out of gear. And now I've got it moving like it should, but that shaft right there, we just had a lot of dirt and grime and gunk built up on it and was keeping the shaft from moving. I could get this one to move, but the way the gear pattern is, you've got a stud in the handle there, and it basically creates its own interlock. So there's high, drive, and then reverse and low. So got that working. Got the PTO able to engage and disengage like it should. And this primarily was this shuttle shaft right here was froze up on both ends where it wouldn't let it, because it sat in this neutral position and had corrosion on the shaft and whatnot, but got that all cleaned up to where that works properly. And right now I'm working on all the linkages. The brake linkage, the pin here was froze up, was where the brake band hooks to it, and then when you step on the foot pedal, this moves in and out. Working on getting that freed up. The governor linkage over there, the throttle linkage here. Grease cup for the throwout bearing, got it working as it should. Grease is flowing where it should. Also there was grease cups inside for the yoke on the steering clutch, but you can't get your hands in there very good to turn that, so I went just with the traditional Zerk fitting. And then on these tractors, all the lubrication points would have been grease cups like that. Even on the track roller up here, which is just a regular Zerk fitting, would have been a grease cup. But I don't have enough of those, and the ones I found available, they're like $75 to $80 a piece. So right now I'm not going to invest in that, but I have salvaged enough to put 3 on this side and 3 on the other. I have rebuilt the vac tank. It was in actually excellent shape. Got that functioning as it should. Haven't plumbed it up yet. The magneto does fire. Of course it needs new wires and everything. I've got materials to do that. Haven't done that yet. But on this side, I've been working this morning getting this brake linkage operational. The pin that held the brake band on, it was seized. Finally had to heat it some to get that broke loose, and now there's 2 more pivot points down in here. These 2 pivot points are froze. I'm trying to be gentle with it and get it moving. If I could get the pin to turn, I think it'll free right up, but otherwise there's not an easy way to get down in there to that. Where the foot pedals are, we've got that all freed up. Steering's freed up. But the transmission working like it should, PTO working like it should, get the brakes working like they should. I believe we'll adjust the valves, put some plugs in it, run some new plug wires, and try to get it running. Have not attempted to put anything in the radiator yet. That's got my fingers crossed. That's going to be not an issue. So let's hope anyway, because these radiators are hard to work on because they're individual cores. It's not just like your traditional radiator where you can go in there and just rod out the top tank, bottom tank, you've got these batches of coil tubes clamped in there, and each one of those is individual all the way across, top and bottom. So the good thing is, if you have a leak in one of them, you can take just that one section out. It's just a pain in my opinion, but the tubes and all, these are just little fins, cooling fins, and that just slips over the actual pipe. So because some of these are bent up, it's no big deal. It doesn't appear to have any penetrations, you know, like a stick or something running through the radiator on either side. So fingers crossed they kept it drained. We'll vacuum out that trash. Fan shrouds are great, but they collect stuff. Anyway, that's an update. If you guys want to see more of us actually working on this instead of these updates, pop a comment below. I'll make a more conscious effort to record that. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the progress. Hopefully in the next couple days or weeks we'll bring you along for the first fire. So talk to you later.